Hi, my name's John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Tonight's nightcap is nearly all machining, a little bit of welding as well. I weld a cast iron fire grate for a lad, weld repair that, well bronze weld it, and I do quite a bit of work on the Harrison lathe. I started making a dummy spindle so I can go about making a spindle protector like that, as well as a collet chuck. I don't need a collet chuck for it, so I think I'm going to be on probably for the next 2 or 3 nightcaps. I'll do a little bit of that each week and include that. I had quite a few comments on the video I put up midweek regarding Richard's steam wagon. Basically they were all positive comments, people seem to enjoy it. The swearing wasn't too bad and I did put a disclaimer on, so that's not a problem there. I'm not sure, I just don't swear in the nightcaps because I know that his children watch them, or at least I try not to swear, at least not swear properly. Right, that's enough talk about swearing. The Twastad Engineering t-shirt campaign from Teesprings finished now, so the t-shirts will be getting printed and posted off in the next week or so. Massive thanks to everybody that's bought one. It was quite surprising how many were actually sold in the end. Thanks very much. Debs does a draw for the DTI stand from last week. There's been a lot of interest in that. I think another 70 or 80 names came in on top of what's already in the hat. Well, it's not a hat now, it's a bucket. The hat's not big enough. And this week, that's what's been only to get given away this week. It's one of the batty DTI indicators that Joe gave us and my friend Bob's had them away, cleaned them, and they're absolutely mint. I use this one, this actual one I use on the lathe. So you see it being used, but it's 50mm travel and it is super smooth. Really nice bit of kit. So if you want a chance at winning this, all you've got to do is send me your name. That's my email address up there. Send your name, but don't just send a name like Bill or Fred. First and second name, or something you can be recognised by, because I've already got 3 single names, and I've had to modify them and put, when I modify them, put bits of that email address in so I know who you are. So don't just have a single name, have a 2 names, or you call yourself whatever you want, as long as you know what you're being called. Anyway, so that's, of course if you've entered any of the previous draws, you automatically go in to get a chance at winning this, unless you have already won one, in which case your name's taken out of the hat.
Hi everybody, once again welcome to another Sunday night draw. As I say, I've got one of John's caps on, so I'm playing Mrs. Double Boost. His overalls were a bit big, so I didn't bother with them. So today, the draw is for a DTI stand, and this is a nice chap here. And this is my bucket. Love this one. Charles Sager. There we go. Okay.
Thank you, darling.
Well done, I'll get that wrapped and posted off to you.
I met with Richard earlier in the week to go down and do some work on his steam wagon. We're at somebody else's farm, and there's a lad there been doing a tractor up. He's been on a few years, restoring it. Not a vintage, but an oldish tractor. I'll show a little bit of video of that. And he also has got a much older tractor there, lying in pieces, and he's trying to get me involved to make a new like throttle body, or to modify or repair the throttle body for it. So that's an interesting project. Will be probably coming up. It'll be next year before I get a chance to look at that.
The John Deere 2140, 1983, total rebuild. Rebuilt the engine last year and it blew up 6 months later, just like that, Conrod snap. So found an engine in the hedge. Richard and I fired it up on the floor, new clutch, new crank seal in, flashed it in, and that's the first run since.
Are you going to work, or is it just like a...
Going to work it for a bit, and then we'll see if anybody out there wants to buy it off us. All the bonnet's all painted, the wings are all done to this standard. The back wheels will be done to the same as the front. Cabs had all new trim in it. It's for sale because he wants a 4-wheel drive tractor next, that's what he wants. Right, we need to trade up to the next level with 6-cylinder. 6-cylinder one. Right, shall I get on the other side?
Do you stop here, Andrew?
Here.
You stop here.
Is the stopper in the right place? because we turned it off.
Yes, well no, it's in it should be ready, it should be ready to start, ready to start.
Right, so ready to go. Right. What do we do?
Right, 24 volt now, Drew. You need to the end of the
start.
It should start with the boost actually, because it's
Should
going up, there you go.
Right.
Right.
I've got some long tapers to machine. Well, I say long, 4-inch long tapers to machine. Using the compound slide on the lathe. The last time I did a lot of tapers, I actually took the handle off and I put a socket on there and a cordless drill. The problem I had was it actually loosened that nut, which is not a good idea. So what I'm going to make is an adapter that will fit over here. I've got a bar end here. I'm simply going to bore a hole in. It's a nice fit over that, and then just machine 2 slots in there, so it's a semi-universal fitting onto there. I'll turn this end down so it'll go into a cordless drill chuck. Also I'll have a hole drilled and tapped in there, so I can put probably a piece of 8mm stud in, so I can have the actual drill across here somewhere out the road when we're doing taper machining. So I get this mounted in the chuck, get it faced off, board to fit that, couple of slots put in the end turned down. So well, in the last 2 days the temperature has gone from -3 up to +14, and this is what happens. You get dampness in the workshop on iron parts and steel parts like this. You end up with surface rust. I'll put a little film of oil across this truck when I'm finished with it. Everything else seems to be alright because everything else has got a nice coat of oil on it. I've just noticed there's a little bit of surface rust coming on this from this new chuck. See the end of the bar where it's actually been sheared off in the guillotine. should be a nice fit across the handle there, just the way it is. That's going to be a nice fit across there. So I need 2 slots machine in there just to clear the handle. That's also going to be the drive on the tool there. I'll just machine this head first and then put it in the milling machine and put a slot in. Just want this down to 13 mils so it'll fit in my drill chuck. Not a bad guess, is it? A little bit more. I'm going to put an 8mm thread in the end and I can put an extension piece on. I'm actually using this drill chuck. It's the one I bought at the steam rally, the one somebody's actually ground their initials into, and it's basically the best chuck I've got. It's accurate and it really gets a good grip. It's a German chuck, Albright, Germany. It is really a nice accurate chuck, and I think I only paid £10 for it. People were put off because somebody done that to it. Doesn't affect the accuracy of the chuck, just looks horrible. I can guarantee the person that did that is not the person that paid for the chuck. I also need that mounting on there and the two slots putting in. Mounting on the V-block like that, it keeps it. You get a better hold of it. It also keeps it nice and square. So you need to find the centre and just put a slot across there, slightly bigger than the diameter of the pins on the handle. Don't be tempted to put a milling cutter on there, that's for holding drills. I should have found the centre of this when I had the drill trick on with the wiggle but I didn't, so I'll use one of my favourite methods of finding the centre. Take a calculated guess, the eyeball method. I think that should do, just needs a little bit of work with the file to tidy it up. It's nice on there, it's got a little bit of articulation so you haven't got to be absolutely dead square on with the drill. And you should put it on obviously lower speed and set the clutch so you're not going to damage anything, and you can really both ways. You can see I've got some tapers to do. That's going to be the next job. I need to make a spindle protector for this lathe, and I've got to cut some quite longish tapers. So that will do the job splendidly for that. And obviously I can screw whatever I want into there. Just wants a little bit of work with the needle file to clean the rags off. But basically that's it.